Finally, you are of age, adventurer, of age to battle in the name of the Horde, to conquer for the glory of the War Chief. Yes, you will do nicely. No doubt you wish to find a great dragon or demon and strangle it with your bare hands. But perhaps it would be wise to start on something less dangerous. Report to Gornek. He should be able to assign a task better suited to a young adventurer. You will find Gornek in the den to the west.
Interested on a pint? Watch your back.
The Valley of Trials will temper even the weakest into a warrior worthy to join the Horde. Those who cannot rise to its tests will be left to bake in the scorching desert sun.
Another one of Kaltunk's recruits, hmm? The First Order.
Look, Tom. Fight well, friend.
Not enough rage. no time.
Not bad, adventurer. But don't let it get to your head. You'll fight tougher than boars in your career. Nonetheless, you've proven yourself well, and your next trial will be against a considerably more dangerous opponent. So you'll need some extra protection.
Go forth.
Powerful warrior and awkward novice alike have fallen to the venomous sting of the scorpid. You will find large numbers of scorpids northwest of here. Bring me 8 of their tails as proof of your prowess in battle. The antidote for their sting is actually made from venom extracted from their stingers. We keep large quantities of antidote for scorpid venom on hand to heal young bloods just like you. But I'm sure you won't be needing any of that, will you?
I trust the Valley of Trials will teach you much, young adventurer. I was sent to the valley to guide you, but I have discovered a growing taint here. A group that calls itself the Burning Blade has a coven here in the Valley of Trials. They are skulking in a cave to the northeast, and their vile familiars have spilled from its mouth to cause havoc. As your first task against the Burning Blade, I bid you defeat these familiars, slay many, and if you survive, return to me.
It sure gets hot out here in the Valley of Trials. If only I had some cactus apples, I could make my famous cactus apple surprise. Nothing cools you off faster than a piece of that delicious treat. I'll tell you what, adventurer. If you bring me 10 cactus apples, I'll make you a few portions of cactus apple surprise to take with you on your adventures. If you're interested, you can find cactus apples growing near the cactus plants around here.
adventurer. I thought I would die out here with none to know of it. While I was hunting the scorpids of the valley, I came across a particularly vicious-looking one. Hurling myself at it, I managed to inflict a massive blow to its claw before it closed around my leg. I wasn't ready for its stinger though, and it sliced down and into my chest, cutting into my flesh and letting my blood. Please, you must kill the scorpid for me. My honor must be upheld. I fought it up on the plateau to the south.
Not enough rage.
Strength and honor. Strength. May your blades never dull.
Loktar.
Wonderful, adventurer. As promised, here is your cactus apple surprise, plus a little something extra.
Greetings.
You have done well, adventurer. Although the vile familiars were merely pets of the darker powers within the Burning Blade, your success against them foretells greater deeds ahead. Through my divinations, I see that an item of power hides deep within the Burning Blade Coven, guarded by beasts and black magic. It is called the Burning Blade Medallion, and your next task is to find it and remove it from the Coven. But be wary, for the medallion may be possessed by an agent of the Burning Blade. And if so, then the agent's power would be greater than the familiars you have already encountered. Go, adventurer. You will find the Coven in a cave to the north and west.
There is an important lesson that you must take away from fighting scorpids. The smallest or largest of opponents can still send you to your doom. In fierce combat, any number of things can prove your downfall. I have no more to teach you, adventurer. You have done well, and I will watch your progress with interest.
Cursed peons. They work hard gathering lumber from the trees of the valley, but they're always taking naps. I need someone to help keep the peons in line. You look like the right person for my task. Here, you take this blackjack and use it on any lazy peons you find sleeping on the job. A good smack will get them right back to work. Return the blackjack when you're done. Lousy, slacking peons. I can do that. What do you need? Good, good. Maybe they'll think twice before slacking next time. Thanks for the help. Adventurer, you are a dependable person. Can I count on you for another task? Some time ago, I was surveying the cave to the north for minerals, and I left my favorite pick behind. When I later returned to retrieve it, I found the cave was filled with vicious beasts. Will you go into the cave, the Burning Blade Coven, and get my pick? I left it in a chamber with waterfalls. My pick has a spell on it so you can see it in the dark, so you won't have to worry about finding it. Just what's guarding it. I can do that.
My blow was not enough to kill him, but looking at the damage I inflicted gives me some small measure of pride. That small measure will be all I have to sustain myself if I die, and in that light, the short list of my life's accomplishments fills me. Seeing the deed you have...
Lokta. May your blades never dull.
From your description of the beast, I believe you must be speaking of Sarkov. It is no wonder that Hanazuwa was overtaken by it. Aid will be dispatched to him immediately.
Strength and honor.
You retrieved it. Well done. Your efforts within the Burning Blade Coven are key in rooting out this cult in the Valley of Trials. But I fear they have further aims in our land. We have not seen the end of them. Your trials against the Burning Blade are finished, here in the valley. But I want you to report your findings. Go to the troll village of Senjin and seek out Master Gadrin. Senjin village is east out of the...
Great, you got it! Thanks a lot, adventurer. This is my favorite pick. Now, if my peons ever finish chopping down these trees, maybe we can find a nice cave to mine.
Hello, man.
I can do that. Okie dokie.
Excuse me, can you help me? I have a load of food here. I walked along the road and braved scorpids and spiders and worse. I brought the food to the Valley of Trials because I thought they needed it and I like to help out. But they don't need any food. Now I have to take it back to Razor Hill. And I'm afraid of all the beasts along the way. Can you take it for me? I'm just a peon, but you're a hero. You fear nothing. Take it to Innkeeper Grosk at the Razor Hill Inn. Thank you.
your voice, adventurer. The Kolkar centaurs lie just over the ridge to the west in Kolkar Crag. Last night while they were raiding, I snuck into their village and discovered that the dirty beasts have a 3-tiered attack planned on the trolls and orcs of Durotar. We mustn't let their invasion come to fruition. Perhaps you can muster the might needed to infiltrate Kolkar Crag and destroy their attack plans. Last I saw, they had divided them up amongst 3 of their leaders.
Your report comes at a bad time. The Burning Blade is not seen here in Senjin, but their evil has taken seed off the coast, on the Echo Isles. The orcs are friends of the Darkspear trolls. Honorable friends. We want to help the orcs, but we need help too. I hear the voice of my brother Minshina calling to me in my dreams. He was taken by Zalazane, the warlock on the Echo Isles to the east, and he is dead. But death is not freedom for my brother. Minshina's spirit was trapped within his own skull by Zalazane's magics. In my dreams, I see it with other skulls, in a circle of power on the largest Echo Isle. As long as it remains there, my brother's soul is doomed. Please, adventurer, find the circle and retrieve Minshina's skull. Bring it to me. Free him. We at Senjin Village are not without our own troubles, and we thank you for your...
Although many of the...
Okay, it's pretending. Hello. Right, is it working? I mean, it says it's reading something. Okay, I don't know what's being picked up or why it decided to not work, but okay. Let's see if when I go back to the game if that breaks it. Okay, let's try that again. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I was testing it before I started streaming, and then I guess somewhere along the line it decided not to pick up sound. So But to answer your question, I think it's chapter 2 now. I'm not 100% sure. There was an update from the last stream that we did. There was in the previous iteration that we were playing 2 days ago, we could use this little dice. We'd get 4 abilities to start off with until we hit level 10, and then it locked. Now you get 1 ability, and then every few levels you'll get another ability. And once you get your second ability, you can start re-rolling if you want. What I'm going to do is wait until we're almost level 10, and then we'll try and figure out a build from there. Good lord, this cough. I cannot get rid of it. This is where we get our first marker, though. No, you're good. That actually helps me. Let's do this then. Sound. We'll lower that completely. It's probably going through my camera on the audio instead of my microphone, so I'll have to play with it and see what's up. Once I end the stream here in a little while. So yeah, quests are about the same. There are a few additional quests. Great, I get a cat skill, really? Hold on, I'm gonna re-roll that real fast. That does not help us at all. I do not need a summon. I swear to God, this game wants me to be a summoner. So there are we'll keep emulate. I guess it's a dot ability. So yes, quests are relatively the same. There are some new quests. There are definitely a lot new spells, add-ons. The beautiful thing about the add-ons, all of these right here, this is in their, literally right here. You just go to add-ons, and these are all the ones that work with their mod, so to speak. And you just download the ones that you want, and then they auto-populate into the game. What skill? I'm sorry. Which skill was what, boss? There's a tank that we saw earlier. There we go. Most of the skills will be the same. They did add some new ones, like new summoning skills. For example, instead of just having like your normal imp, void walker kind of summons, you now have access to different demons, like the dog, stuff like that. They added one where instead of having the totems for the shaman to do the elementals, you can now get you can just go and tame different elementals. You get access to the earth elemental right out the gate. That completes that quest line here. Yeah, so you're no longer locked into, say, like, I'm going to be a hunter or I'm going to be a mage. You can quite literally be all of them. So, as you can see, I have, except for Death Knight, because max level right now on live servers is 60. So, you can't even get these skills, I don't think. Haven't gotten that high yet. But you can get druid skills, hunter skills, mage, and you just kind of build out a tree however you want. I'm doing what's called wild card. It is. It really is. It gives, in my opinion, if WoW, like actual WoW, wanted to revitalize itself, it should do something along these lines. Give us like a multi-class or something. You know what I mean? It'd bring more stuff to the game. Because like right now, regular WoW is so cookie cutter. So wildcard, it is so like that's what you saw when I got rid of a skill and I rerolled. That's the wildcard mechanic. It's completely random. It can literally pick any of these skills once you get to a certain level. So like we're level 6. So anything from level 6 and lower I have access to. I can't get a level 40 skill, right?
How you doing, man?
I will take my free mount now, thank you. And then we're gonna go pets, mounts, and throw that on my bar. But yeah, so as you level up, you get access to more skills. Yeah, so they added that. But so there's 2 different versions of the game. I'll log out here in a little bit and I'll show you if you're still on. But there's wildcard and then there's free pick. Free pick, you can pick all the skills that you want every time you level up. You'll get essence so that you can put in points into the talent trees for each one, so you have a lot more freedom and control with your build. Wildcard, you don't have that. You kind of get it jumbled. Once we hit level 10, we'll start.
The Horde would surely prevail if the Kolkar centaurs were to attack. But by preventing such an attack, we have spared our mighty warriors unnecessary bloodshed. And as sure as there is sand in the Tanaris desert, we know that there will be blood spilled before these trying times are through. You have served your people well, adventurer.
Okay, okay.
Empty.
All right.
There we go. Yeah, I think it's really freaking cool. Wrath of the Lich King private server. Nice. So there is, just so you know, there is a way, and we already left, so I can't do it. But when you first start up the game, you can actually turn this into a hard mode. You could do. There's a whole bunch of different challenges. Like that's why I have Resolute mode on right now. Let's see, is it here? Yeah, here we go. So you've got Nightmare, and I don't know why this is favorited. But so you got to do Nightmare, the darkest dungeon. So you have to, before I hit level 21, I would have to go in and kill Edwin Van Cleef from Um, uh, uh, the name of the dungeon's escaping my brain right now. But then, like every few levels, you have to take down another dungeon, and you have to do them in order before you hit that level, or you fail, right? Adventure mode, everything in the world is going to be an elite. Hard mode, you only get one life. Now, here's the thing: if you die, you don't like die. Yes. So, if I complete this, if I hit level 60 and I do hard mode, I get the, the bracers here. I get the achievement for it. I get a mount. I get prestigious cash for when I prestige, and then I get the Ascension spoils, which gives me a whole bunch of stuff, right? So, yeah, everything in the world is elite if you do. What was that stupid challenge? If you do adventure mode, everything, just random, like, freaking, I was about to call it a mud crab, that's Skyrim. Like these little crabs over here, the crawler that I have to do for this quest, those are elites. So it gets difficult real fast. But yeah, like these guys here, everything would turn into an elite. So this is the only quest I really hate over on this side. Is just like it's not 100% drop rate. Plus, there's some that you have to go out here to get, and I'll guarantee you that tank dude. Yep, there he is. Ooh, somebody hit us with the swim speed buff. I love it. But yeah. But yeah. You have to get so much stuff from these. You gotta get 8 from those dudes. You have to get 4 from these other guys. And now there's a cat down here too. But yeah, it's. Yeah, I haven't messed with Voodoo yet. In fact, I don't even need Voodoo if I'm not going to go heals on this. I had it activated because I was trying out the healing archer build, which is unique, but I don't feel like it does enough healing. I did a dungeon with it, and it was rough, to say the least. I'm guessing you mean like to do target of target so you can throw the buffs and stuff. I haven't really messed with Voodoo. Like the only reason I ever got Voodoo back in the day, and I've been out of WoW for over 4 years. The last time I used Voodoo was strictly for healers and or for healing, because that was my main character was a druid healer. Back with the raid guild that I was with. So I haven't used Voodoo in so long. I'm sure there's things that it can do that I just never had it set up for. Yeah, I know it can do like I knew it could do raid frames, but like I said, when I got Voodoo, we were coming off of using Click is the primary mod that I was using for it, and I hated the clunkiness of Click, and somebody told me about Voodoo, and I only played a healer back then, so I'd have to go look up how to make it do other stuff. I appreciate letting me know though, because yeah, I'll be honest, I only thought it was usable for healing. So, alright, that quest is done. Now let's go finish this island. And I'm almost 100% sure. I think I fudged up and did resolute mode, and I can't turn it off. I don't think. Can I deactivate resolute mode? Resolute. No, I want it turned off. Failed to toggle game mode. You have leveled up. I know. I want to turn off resolute mode. I don't think you can. I may have goofed. I may have goofed. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. You can save it into, okay. So it works as same as like Elf UI, where you can set it up and then save it and just load profile from character to character if you have it set a certain way. That's pretty cool. Come on, Voodoo. Got a healing wave card. We'll go ahead and learn that. I need kitty cats. Kitty cats. Kitty cats. There we go. I need you to give me your pelts, kitty cats. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. There's more people up here I can. Nope. Downside to these quests, man, is just, especially if you have other people running through here, is there's only a set number of the hex trolls, and they're all pretty much right up in here. So if you have somebody else doing this quest ahead of you, it gets rough real quick to get the targets you need done. But yeah, so somebody's already been through here. See how there's like nobody here except for Zalazane, but he respawns like heck fast. I appreciate that, thank you. This is just, I didn't do anything fancy with this one. When it comes to the UI, I didn't really do anything. Most of this is just Elf UI doing a caster. You can actually go in and modify the snot out of this to make it vastly unique for whatever character you're running. about it. When we get higher level, I'll probably change it. Keybinds in what way? I don't typically mess with. The thing with key binding is because, especially with wild cards, since I'm not going to have a whole lot of skills, I primarily just use this here, and then once this gets filled up with skills, and then I need another bar for skills, I'll start changing these to where I can do like shift and click all this stuff, adding other bars and stuff like that. But yeah, with the way wildcard works, you don't get a whole lot of skills very quickly. So setting all the key bindings and doing all that fun stuff just really doesn't help. Okay, need 2 more of you, and I need 4 more voodoo. I feel like they changed the density rate of hex versus voodoo. Because I swear it used to be the other way, that there weren't all that many hexed trolls. That's another hex. That's another hex. Okay. Yeah. Or I'm just remembering it incorrectly. Yeah, I mean, because the way my brain works when I do skills is 4 will always be, because that's the middle of the numpad. So 4 will always be the primary skill that I'm going to be casting, right? At least this early on. And then I do buffs will always be 1, 2, and 3 if I have any buffs. Ooh, where did you all come from? Oh, I'm so dead. Shit, I have 3 levels of immolate on me. Alright. Now I'll just run to my corpse. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I probably should have run when I saw the other guys show up, but I'll be honest, like, I'm primarily doing this just for giggles. I'm not doing any of the hardcore modes, so dying doesn't really affect me. And even if I lost Resolute mode, it wouldn't affect too much gameplay, except for my XP would start going up more. That's the only reason why I don't like Resolute mode right now, is the fact that for whatever reason, I didn't realize that it lowered how much XP we were getting when I clicked on it. Let's back up. We'll take out Zalazane or whatever, or yeah, Zalazane again, just so we don't have to deal with him. Plus he's XP. Grand whopping 92 of it. There's my last 2 voodoos. Yeah. That's the other thing too, is they've added new tank ability for mages. So like, I don't know if they'll show it in here. Yeah, Mana Forged Barrier is a new skill that they added to the game. So if you have that procced, it reduces your damage taken, and you don't get pushback when you're using like channeling skills like Arcane Missile, or you're trying to do a long cast spell like Fireball or something. Perfect, just sweet, yeah. Ah, no loot on that kitty cat. I need your pelts, you stupid tigers. Again with the no loot, what is going on? Let's go check these islands over here. I know there's cats on these islands too. That's an offhand. Ooh, that's a thrasher. Don't want thrashers. There's one. One more pelt. And then we are done with this island. Okay, usually by this time I'm level 10, so we're definitely getting reduced XP in this mode. If I had known that, I wouldn't have picked this mode. Come on, give me my pelt, kitty cat. There we go. Alright, let's go turn all these quests in. Visit an innkeeper. Why does it want me to go way out of my way to Barrock to do the innkeeper when I can just go up here and do it? Or, well, up here. Ah, we lost the swim speed. No! Man, we gotta sell again. Let's sell, then we'll turn in everything. That will hopefully get us to level 8, 8.5, somewhere in that ballpark. Let's sell that off. There we go.
Spirit be with you, man.
With Zalazane gone, our tribe can again sleep in peace. Thank you, adventurer. The Darkspear tribe owes you much. If you suffer from an ailment, visit my assistant Bombay behind me. His voodoo is strong. Thank you,
I used to play retail.
You have
ages
saved
ago.
me.
Here, let me get rid of that just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I used to play retail all
Well
the
done,
time.
young one. Well done indeed.
Like I've played it since right before, like literally right before Burning Crusade came out.
I am pleased, adventurer, because
Did that even level us? No. Like that's how ridiculous that is. We just turned in all those quests, didn't level. So yeah, this is terrible. I do not like this mode at all. And yet I have no way to get rid of it, sadly. Spell power. Oh, that blue one was better. Spell power. Yep, that's better. It's an 8 slot bag. And now we can start picking up plants. Get a little bit of bonus XP here. Yeah, my thing with retail though, and I know this is a complaint that a lot of people have, and it's primarily because I don't have enough time to, you know, spend 8 hours a day, you know, grinding and getting the money and doing all the stuff that you got to do. But it got so cookie cutter real fast, to where it was like, oh, you want to be a hunter? Well, if you're on the Alliance side, you have to play this race. If you're on the Horde side, you have to play this race. If you're, you know, if you want to be a mage, whatever, and then if you didn't have the right set of gear, or you didn't have the legendary back piece, or whatever, you just were gonna suck, you know. Ooh, that's level 15. Yeah, so the thing about normally I would be getting a ton of XP for kills and stuff, but this affects the kill rate, but for whatever reason it apparently is not affecting the plants. So this is still giving me the normal amount of XP that the game has assigned to doing herbalism and mining. Usually it's the other way around. Usually the plants are the lower amount of XP and everything else is massive XP. Ah, okay. Combat. I gotta start paying attention for these pipes. I remember when Mists of Pandaria came out. It was the first expansion, if I remember correctly, that you would get. He's gonna steal my pipe. Dang it! No, I'm gonna get this flower though. But Mists of Pandaria came out, and there was a flower literally as you got into. As soon as you got into the expansion zone. The plant was bugged to where you could sit there and just mine it forever, and so people were sitting there and mining this flower because it was giving XP every time you would mine it, but it was infinite. It never went away. I would agree. I think retail has lost its notoriety, its base for what it was when WoW first came out. Because prior to WoW, when it first launched, you had Diablo, Diablo 1, Diablo 2, and those even those were amazing. And now it's WoW took as the king. It was there, and I think just over time the pandering for the squeaky wheel, so to speak, the people that didn't have, you know, the time and dedication to be able to put in. It's become this grindy mess, and they're following the whole seasonal model that a lot of these other companies are doing with like battle passes, but WoW's not doing a battle pass. They're doing this seasonal. Okay, now that I know the volume works, I'm gonna turn myself down. Yeah, there's actually a guy who got added to the game. I just read your comment. Sorry. You could. There's a guy that got added to the game as a NPC because he did that every expansion. Once they added XP to mining and plant gathering, he made it a challenge to see how long it would take him to hit max level by just mining and gathering plants. And he did that for every expansion once they added XP to the game, to the point where Blizzard added him as a NPC, I think, in Mists of Pandaria, specifically because of that achievement that he did. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that's why I stopped playing retail. It's primarily why I went to like Final Fantasy 14 and Elder Scrolls Online, is for the sole purpose of the fact that it's way easier to get the gear that you want, to do the things that you want to do, to make the character you want to make, and not have to worry about, oh, am I losing out on certain stuff?
Yes? You have something to report? Well then, let's have it.
Especially with Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14.
If we are to make these new lands ours, then we must have places to rest our battle-weary bodies. Lay your axe by the fire and share the stories of your mighty battles.
Ah, this is the food Ukor brought to the Valley of Trials. Did they not need it? Well, I guess they like to starve you heroes in training. Build spirit, they say. Thank you for returning the food. I'll stick it back on the shelves. But here, let me offer you some refreshment first. And don't forget to rest here in the...
Be quiet. Alright, there we go. And this is another quest. Rank up your spells. Here, train me. Okay, gotta read something.
We cannot allow the Burning Blade a foothold.
Shut up. I like the add-on, but... True pacifist? True pacifist on what? Oh, that dude was lagging hard. Okay, let's see here. That had no stats that helped us. What the heck, game? The real question is do I don't know. I won't be able to get enchanting because I don't think this. Oh wait, no, I do have a book now. I require training, so I could get enchanter, but I don't have any gear that I can break down yet. I may just end up going out now. And see, here's what's crazy is like jewel crafting is not on here because it's not added to this version of the game yet, and inscription is not added on here because it's not on here. So it's like, dang man, the two professions that I liked doing. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, the panda true pacifist. Yeah, because he didn't kill a single mob. He just killed a lot of plants. On this version of the game, no, I don't have any max characters. On retail for WoW, I maxed out one of every class. For ESO, I maxed out. I think it was a total of 15 characters that I maxed out. Because I actually had to delete characters in order to make more. And then for Final Fantasy 14, yes, I maxed out 2 different characters on 2 different servers. Because one server I was using back in the day for streaming and making videos, and the other server I was using to play with a friend of mine. And on the server that I was playing with a friend of mine, I maxed out a character, and then while he wasn't on, I didn't want to play that character without him because we were doing quests at the same time. So I went and got a whole new character and ended up maxing that one. Always engineering. My problem with engineering is just like, I don't know. I never enjoyed doing engineering. Blacksmith was fun until I think Lich King, where it split off and you had a crap ton of stuff to do. But Alchemist and Inscription, it was just like you leveled it up. There were a few quests you had to do, and that was that. All right, so we don't have any active quests.
We cannot allow the Burning Blade a foothold in...
Hush. So now we're going to just run around. We're going to collect all the quests in this town.
What do you need? Led by Admiral Proudmoore, the humans of Kul... When we
Maybe
arrived, the
turn
Razormane
this
Quillbars...
off when I'm streaming, and then when I'm just playing for fun or testing things, I can leave it on.
What do you need? Bah! I almost forgot I need to get breakfast ready. Adventurer, get yourself moving and... What do you need?
I don't like the fact that that flight master can only take me to the Barrens. And then, are there any quests in here? Doesn't look like it. Only 8. No quests in here. That's so weird. It's like some of the quests have disappeared, which is odd. There used to be a ton of quests. Like you'd walk into the town and there would just be quests. So it's weird that there's not any quests there. I will say we will be drastically changing up this build. I think anyway. Once we hit level 9, before we hit level 10. Because once we hit level 10, I cannot just infinitely reroll. I have to use up these scrolls, and those scrolls are a little harder to come by. So I don't want to waste them. I will be redoing the build a little. Mainly because I haven't been able to find a synergy for Fireball or Immolate, but I have found synergies for things like Arcane Missile and Arcane Blast, and just like there's a ton of skills that I've found synergies for, but when I go and do, my tab is missing here, but like when I go here and I go search spells, right? So then we go here and I say I want just abilities. There's Starborn, which uses combustion, not even fireball, right? And then there's Cauterized Fire, which is its own spell and it's for healing. So there's nothing that synergizes with this. But if I go over here to Warlock and say do Corruption and I search Corruption, I get Shadow Arrow, Shadow Fall, Shadow Harvest, like all of these skills, right? Seed of Corruption, all this stuff, right? Like this Jade Fire Corruption becomes available to learn when I think it's actually a talent that I have to pick up in here that changes Corruption to Jade Fire Corruption. But like, there's just so much you can get, right? This is a level 60 spell, so that doesn't really help me. 36, 10, Shadow Arrow if I was using a ranged weapon. Um, I would get access to this, I think, somewhere in that tree, but I also have to have hunter skills. So it's like, you know what I mean? But like arcane missile, like go search this. You get arcane missiles, and then shadow missiles, right? Launch shadow missiles at the enemy. Uses the arcane modifier, but somewhere in here it changes it. Plus, you have to have the shadow bolt from here. Gotta have shadow bolt, right? So it's like, oh man, I'm trying really hard to figure stuff out and like emulate search, right? Soul Harvest is a skill. Dark Apothecary, if I had this right here, it actually uses this to give me an aura which does damage. There's Flame Surge. Just like, there's so much stuff. So, I don't know. We'll look into changing the abilities up a little bit. I think I'm gonna hit level 9, and then I need lunch because I am absolutely starving. So I'm probably gonna run and go grab lunch, and then from there I will probably be back on. It'll take me about an hour or so. Sorry, and I just saw that you subscribed. I appreciate that. But yeah, it'll take me about an hour to get lunch, just so that I, don't inhale it and then sit here and have hiccups and crap. So yeah, shadow missiles. I would love to unlock shadow missiles. They added, it's like 1,500 unique spells to the game as you level up. The only real downside is like playing wildcard. There's no way to, like, whatever build you have in your head, the probability of getting that in the first run, really low. Yeah, I've seen some shadow builds that do massive AoE damage, but getting the cards required for it is really, really rough. I'll probably have to prestige probably 3 or 4 times to get it. But yeah, it'd be heck of fun to do. Now I will say when we hit 10, we are probably, if I can get a pretty solid setup at level 9, I'm most likely going to be doing Mana Storm, which is a new type of dungeon. Oh, I missed. He's going with a Spellblade build, it looks like. Or maybe he just, I don't know. What level is this dude? Level 16. He's got the book, which means he paid for it or he's completed the challenge for it. One of the two. So, most likely a prestige character. Dang, it's late over there. I keep forgetting, like, time zone differences on that side of that side of the pond, good sir. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, that's the beauty. I will say that's the one thing that I think is great about being able to stream and whatnot, is I get to meet people virtually from all over the world and get to learn things that I didn't know before. And for me, that's always been the driving force behind a lot of what I do, is I like to learn. I'm constantly trying to learn new things because I like to learn it and then teach it to people, because I just feel that if we can do that as a group, if we can teach, understand, and learn, we're better off. He's probably already nuked the boss, so we'll have to stand here and wait. Yeah. He's a level 9. Death Knot. He's strength based. Yeah. I'll have to look up Warmane. The question though is with Warmane, do you still have to have retail? Because that's the beauty of Ascension WoW. Is with Ascension WoW, you don't have to have retail. But oh, nice. Don't have to have retail? Sweet. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely look it up and give it a looks. You know, just be safe on your travels out there, boss. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to hit level 10 or level 9. And then I am most likely going to go get food, and then I'll probably be back on hour and a half from now. So if you're still up and want to catch it, then I look forward to it. If not, man, be safe out there, okay? Let's turn this in real quick like.
So. Word of your bravery travels fast, adventurer. Tales of your victory at Tiragard Keep will be heralded in Orgrimmar.
One of my most observant scouts brings back word that the...
Worst case scenario, I'll just sell the dang potions.
What can I help you with? Be safe.
Preset reading and spell power. Well, it's better than what I was wearing, so that's a plus. Alchemy real quick. And we'll just create all these real fast. Alright, man. I'll look it up and definitely will do. Be safe out there. So there's level 9. I didn't realize that making potions actually leveled me up either. So, shoot. That makes alchemy way more worth it, though. We'll hold on to Fireball until we get these changed up. Increases armor by if an enemy strikes a caster and I'm seeing some like awesome looking stuff. Judgment of Light. Thank you. Summoner's Armor empowers your tamed beast and dragon and dominate their insolent increasing the critical set out. Not going range. Well, not that kind of range. Work in the wild. That's a new spell. The clock is melee. Come on, bro. That's a heal, right? Yeah, no. Hey, it's way too expensive over here. Jeez. Corruption. See, I like getting corruption. Emulate. Let's get rid of emulate. See if we can get the $1 shot. Another bear skill. Holy Strike. An instant strike that deals 70% holy weapon damage plus 16. Yeah, I'm not going melee though, but that's a new skill, I think. Rip. We're not doing Kitty Cat. Don't need Curse of Agony. holding on to Shadow Bolt because we're going to do the Corruption Shadow Bolt Arcane Missiles. So yeah, we will unlock Fireball. And we are going to get rid of Fireball. I saw that Seed of Corruption on there, man. Let me have that. Concentration Aura. All party members within 100 yards lose 50% less casting or channeling time like damage. No thank you. I wanted to go, I mean, but that makes us a tank, man. I don't want to be a tank. Definitely not going fire heals. There's Moonfire. There's another dot. Let me look up Moonfire real quick. Search. Only abilities. Moon Aspiration. Burns enemy for 19. Gotta be level 10. Awards one combo. Okay, no. So that's if we were gonna go melee. So nope. See, that's a new skill and I don't actually understand what the heck that means. Casting light consumes 5 energy if temporal distortion or eternity is known. I don't know either of those. There's Frostbolt. Let's see what we get under Frost. Search. Water Bolt. Well, the Water Bolt enemy inflicting 22 frost damage. Hydrosil. As long as there's a bolt of frost that jumps to 4 nearby enemies, dealing 46 frost damage and slowing the movement speed by 15, max 2 charges, 8 seconds. Gotta get that at level 14. And we're only wanting to look at abilities. Starborn. Immediately grants you max stacks of your enabled Gathering Will or Winter's Mantle and increases the critical strike chance of your Fireball, Frostbolt, Article and Fuego by 20. This uses combustion modifiers. So here's the question. Do we want to go Shadow? Or do we want to go Frost? Shadow hits harder, but Frost slows. Got some Bolt of Lightning. We would eventually have access to hopefully learning Chain Lightning, I think. Controlled Storm, which is level 60. Infused Lightning, critical strike chance. Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, increase by 50%. Cool down, Precise Bolt, yeah. Energy Bolt. Target for 34 instead of that's at level 10. But that works. I want this at level 32. This is at level 40. Tree of Wrath, primary spirit. Grants the ability to shapeshift to the Tree of Wrath, freeing you from all movement and bearing. While active, you increase your party and grants healing received. Oh, no. Booming Thunder. You deal damage with a Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning, Static Shock, or Storm Strike when you consuming your Reverberation talent buff. Elemental Blast grants 4 stats. Booming Thunder increases damage with next Earth Shock by 18%. instant cast and mana cost reduction to reduce its cooldown by 50% and allows you to cast Lightning Bolt and Chain Link while moving. Dealing damage with arcane missiles now grants you Arcane Thunder plus an additional stack for each stack of Thunder Seer active. Thunder Seer. Thunder Seer, level 10. While Arcane Thunder is active, and you have fully channeled Arcane missiles, dealing damage with Lightning Bolt or Chain Lightning now grants you Thunder Seer. Thunder Seer reduces the channel duration of your next arcane missiles by 0.5 seconds, mana cost by 7%, and the missiles fired once in the fast stacks to 4 times and lasts for 8 seconds. Consuming this buff causes arcane overload. That sounds pretty freaking OP, if you ask me. Storm Surge, there's a ton, man. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with Lightning and Arcane Missiles. We're gonna get rid of these two. Alright. This thing, no thank you. Nuke, no thank you. We're gonna lock that in so that we can't get rid of it. We're gonna lock that in so we can't accidentally get rid of those. Reroll Wrath. No. No. We could keep this as a melee skill if things get too close. We'll hold on to it for right now. Mana versus 45 energy. No, I'm gonna get rid of this. Plus, if we can get something that can be a combo spender, I would be pretty tight. Bro, I want some of these their abilities that I keep seeing. Like, I see Chain Lightning on there. Now I'm just looking for something that will proc with Sinister Strike in case something gets close enough. Come on. There we go. We'll get Eviscerate. That's fine. Alright, so we'll hold on to these. And then our primary ability is going to be Lightning Bolt, followed by Arcane Missiles. Then we will have use 8 and use 6. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go get lunch real quick because I'm absolutely starving. And then I will be back. I also gotta figure out why this is not, my microphone is not acting like it's plugged in. I think everything's running through my camera right now. So when we get back, we will continue leveling up. Now that we kind of have an idea of what we're doing, it is a bummer that we went with this. I may just completely reset and book it to this point in the game with these skills. Now that I kind of have an idea of how I want to build it, just so that we can get rid of Resolute Mode, because that is really absolutely messing us. Thanks, Reese, for popping in and talking to me today. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the sub as well, and hopefully I see you later. So I will catch you guys in the next one.